I just finished a 6-hour drive up to northern Minnesota to do some ice fishing for walleye, and I really hope it is worth it. I'm gonna get out there, I'm gonna get the tent set up, and I will see you guys inside. As you guys can tell, it is incredibly windy out there today, which hopefully means the walleye bite is gonna be on. It took me quite a long time to get this tent set up, but now that it is set up, I have the heat going and I am ready to do some fishing. We're gonna start out with one rod with the dead sticked fathead, and the other rod I'm gonna be jigging a Rattlemaster spoon. I'm hoping they're gonna wanna eat a spoon, but just in case they are finicky, I am gonna throw down this dead stick. This might be the ticket for getting some of these fish. I haven't fished Red Lake in such a long time, and the last time I fished it, all I did was throw down a spoon. But who knows? There is so many people out here. This lake is getting pressured. I'm gonna throw down a dead stick. Worst case scenario, it doesn't get bit, but it is always good to have a little something different down there. I'm gonna leave it about 6 inches off bottom, and I'm gonna send down my spoon. I have it tipped with a fathead's head. That usually seems to work pretty well for me. So we're gonna see if the fish are hungry today. I'm gonna start jigging and see if we can get something to come through. Here we go. There he is. Come on, buddy. Shot up right off bottom. There we go. First fish of the day. Nothing giant, but it is a start, and that is awesome. We're gonna get this one right back in the water. Hopefully catch ourselves one a little bit bigger. Came out of nowhere. Smack the spoon very aggressively. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Open your mouth there, buddy. I'll get her right out. Don't you even worry. Let's get you right back in the water, buddy. Looks like we have another fish right up on the dead stick. And there she goes, off to sea another day. That is awesome. What is that, a big school of crappie coming through? Looks like what that might be. Possibly a school of crappie. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Super cool though. I'm gonna get the spoon right back down and keep catching. Those are definitely my favorite type of walleye. The ones that come out of nowhere and just surprise you. I've had a few other ones come through, nothing really interested. They've come up, look at my dead stick, look at my spoon, and haven't had a care in the world. It's nice to see an aggressive fish once in a while. Hopefully, this is the start of something good. It's been maybe an hour and a half with really nothing. Haven't seen a fish, so the fact that we're seeing one now is a good sign. It should be starting to turn on here soon. See if we can get another one to come through. It's a cold one. These fish always like it when I'm not paying attention. It's if I like open up TikTok, YouTube, my phone, they'll bite. They always do. They always like to catch me off guard.
That was just a freak deal, man. Get scared with
There we go. I knew it. Come on, get up here. See if I can get this guy to turn around. They always come through when I'm not expecting it. Had a little corner of my eye, saw that guy come through. Pretty high suspended, could have been a pike. The moment I take out my phone, it's on. I could be fishing for 6 hours straight without seeing a fish. The moment I take out my phone, they know I'm not paying attention. They always come through. They have been known to be pretty good at that. Didn't want it. That's never good. It's a good sign though. See, it's a fish. A little bit of action. Can't go wrong with that. Hopefully, there's more where that guy came from. That's a fish. I'm gonna let him take it for a second more. There he is. On the dead stick too. Feels like a nice fish. Oh yeah. Come here, buddy. There we go. Walleye number 2 of the day. He didn't pull any drag, which is a little bit surprising. I have this reel specifically set up to work as a bait feeder, so he should have pulled some drag. Might have to look into it, but hey, fish is a fish. Another one about the same size. It is just awesome. Can't complain when they're hungry. We're gonna drop this guy back down. All right. She's off to see another day. I'm a little bit surprised. Usually that reel pulls drag right away, so all I gotta do is listen for that. But sadly, that was not the case today. Still caught the fish, nothing wrong with that. A good another 16, 17 incher. Beautiful fish. I mean, just awesome. Second fish in the last 15 minutes. Seems like the bite is definitely turning on here. Sometimes that's just how it is. Gotta go a few hours with nothing, and then all of a sudden, when it's on, it is on. I'm just happy to be on the ice. Whether I'm catching fish or not, it definitely beats sitting at home right now. We're gonna drop this guy right back down. I'm keeping him maybe 3 to 5 inches off bottom. I want him super close. Seems like a lot of these walleye, when they're coming through, they are hugging bottom to where you can almost not even see them. So if I keep my dead stick pretty much the exact depth they're coming through, should be my highest chance of getting them. You know, it sure is nice to have the whole lake to myself. When I look out, I don't see another person in sight. Sure is nice. I've had this fish on bottom. He's come up a few times, looks to me like a walleye, comes up, sniffs it, goes back down, comes back up. I'm guessing it's the same fish. Most likely it probably is the same fish. I keep trying to raise these fish up at least a foot or two. Seems the higher I get the fish to move up in the water column, use more energy, the higher chance I get him to eat. If I can get him to come up 2 feet, there's a good chance he's gonna eat. I mean, if he's already up there, it's a free meal, why not? If I was him, I'd eat it. Just gotta get these fish to get out of their comfort zone. That is definitely the hard part. I'm gonna set that down for a split second. I gotta heat up. It is like 24 degrees out right now, and I'm cold, honestly. I don't usually get too cold out here, but with this wind coming under the tent, it is not the warmest in here. All right. There we go. That's a fish I'm looking for. There it is. Okay, you are not a fish I'm looking for. That is a pike. Spoke a little too soon for this guy. Thought you were a little walleye coming out of there. I was warming my hands up and she came right out and ate it. Can't complain, fish is a fish, and I am happy with that. Not the target species of the day, but it is another fish. Get you right back in the water, buddy. Send you down. Was hoping for a little walleye, but at this point I will take a pike. I'm just happy I caught some fish. I'm running on an hour of sleep and 3 Red Bulls. Went to bed at 12, got up at 1, and drove straight here. Something's on the dead stick. Doesn't look super interested in it, but it's a good sign. I'm a little disappointed I'm seeing pike. Usually where I find pike, I'm not finding walleye the majority of my lakes. Now my hand's covered in slime, but that's all right. Maybe this lake is a little bit different. Unlike most people, and I know this is crazy saying this, I would rather catch a 40-inch pike through the ice than a 29-inch walleye. I won't say 30. I really want to catch a 30-inch walleye. But even though I've caught quite a few 40-inch pike in my life, I've never caught one through the ice, and I think that would be awesome. I would rather have that over a 29-inch walleye. I suppose out of Red Lake, a 29-inch walleye would be incredible. Nonetheless, a big pike would be awesome. I've seen a few big marks come through, especially earlier today. Doubt they're big pike, but who knows. thing about a big pike is you're going to spend a lot of time catching that fish. You're going to revive them. You're going to get them back in the water. It is going to sit around this area until it is revived. And let me tell you, if you have a big pike around your area, you are not going to have any walleye. So basically, if you catch a big pike and you put it back down your hole, you might as well move spots. It's going to be sitting in this exact area trying to revive itself and get its stamina back. So, little tip for you guys. And if you do run into some big pike, you might just catch a few more there too. Depends what you're after. Today's goal is specifically walleye. I'm going to keep jigging this and see if we can get a walleye to come through. That pike honestly came out of nowhere. I wasn't looking down at my graph, but I didn't see any fish in the area. They might just be roaming. Back to the heater. I have it all the way over here so it doesn't get in the way of any of my camera gear. But at the same time, it is so far from me. It is crazily cold in here. I wish I had some snow to put over the sleeves of my tent. Otherwise, all this air is just coming right up into my tent. Nothing I can really do about that. There is no snow on the lake. It is just pure ice. I'm gonna warm up my hands. We're gonna get right back at it. Seems the later we get towards dark, the more action I'm seeing. The first hour I was here, I did not see a single fish. And now I've seen probably 5 or 10 in the last 15 minutes, which is a great sign. I just got a text. This better be important. Payment blocked. Card account is locked. Contact our 24/7 department. Probably spending too much money on fishing gear. This better be important.
Hello. Thank you for calling our 24-hour security department. Your card is temporarily locked. To reactivate your card, please press 1. To leave, press 2.
No, I'm gonna have to reactivate
To get
it.
started, please enter your 16 digits card number.
No way people fall for this. Yeah, let me enter in all my card info so I can unlock it on online banking service at 987-999-74462 at number.com. Definitely a good number of fish coming in and out. It's just the ones that want to eat, I'm having a hard time finding. Except for that guy. He was just being a joyful fella. As soon as I said that, he ate it. That is awesome. Come here, buddy. What did you... He's on still, but he's... No, he's off. He just stuck himself on the ice. Put the hook right into the ice and it popped right out. A little disappointing, but that's alright. Came out of nowhere. Hardest part with this thin ice is when you get them close to the hole, they always want to run in circles and they pull your hook right into the ice. Should have been a little bit more careful with them. That's alright. I'm not keeping them today, so it's just one less fish. A little disappointing, but I'll move on. Came out of nowhere. Just showed up on my graph and ate it. We are slowly running out of time, maybe 15 to 20 minutes left before I get out of here. I gotta head my way all the way back home, and I prefer to get home before 12 tonight. We'll give it another 20 minutes, see if we can pull ourselves another fish. If not, I'd still consider today to be a success. We'll keep on jigging, see if anything else comes through, and go from there. It has been about an hour since I've seen the last fish, so we are gonna call it a day. It's starting to get dark anyway, so this is a good time to get out of here, get back to the truck. I still have quite a long walk back, so I'm gonna get everything ready. I'm gonna throw everything in my sled. I'm gonna walk back to the truck and drive the very long 6 hours back home tonight. I'm hoping later this week we can have some safe ice in southern Minnesota. I'd love to fish some of my usual spots, make some videos down there, but until then, I'm gonna have to keep going up north until I can find safe ice. Overall, I can't complain. I'm outside, I'm on the ice, and I'm ice fishing. What is not to love about that? Even if I'm not catching as many as I'd like I said, beats sitting at home right now. I did talk to probably 10 or 15 different people around in tents just chatting while I was out, and over half of them didn't even catch a single fish today or even yesterday. So that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. I wasn't the only one struggling today. Nonetheless, caught a fish, had a good time. Can't complain with that. As always, I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for watching. You guys mean the absolute world to me. Expect a whole lot more ice fishing content coming soon at some of the lakes I'm more familiar with. This is the second time I've ever fished Red Lake. I don't know a whole bunch about it. I fished it once, I did good the other time. Once there's good ice, I'll be down on my normal spots, ice camping and ice fishing, and hopefully getting into a whole bunch of fish, just like last year. I love you guys so much. Until I see you guys in the next one. Peace out.